Moto Grand Prix 2007, an analytical look at an underrated racing game. Moto Grand Prix 2007 is an interesting motorcycle racing game because it was released during a period of change. In 2007, older consoles such as the PlayStation 2 were reaching the end of their life, while newer systems were becoming more important. Moto Grand Prix 2007 game feels like a bridge between older and newer generations of racing games. The most important part of it is the riding experience. The game offers different handling options, from more accessible arcade controls to a more demanding simulation style. With realistic settings, the player has to think about braking, cornering, and throttle control. Opening the throttle too quickly can make the rear tire lose grip, while braking too late can easily ruin a corner. This makes the game challenging, especially for new players. Moto Grand Prix 2007 not always give the player an easy introduction to its physics. Learning a track and understanding how the motorcycle reacts can take time. However, this difficulty can also become one of the game's best features. When a player finally learns a difficult corner and completes a clean lap, the improvement feels meaningful. The 2007 season gives the game an additional historical value. Famous riders such as Valentino Rossi and Mickey Hayden were competing during this era. The motorcycles also had a different character compared with modern Moto PS machines. Because of this, playing Moto Grand Prix 2007 day can feel like visiting an older chapter of motorcycle racing history. The sound design supports this feeling. The motorcycle engines have a strong and aggressive sound, which helps create the impression of speed. The music is less memorable and can become repetitive, but during an actual race the engine sounds are much more important. They make the bikes feel alive and give the races a stronger atmosphere. The graphics are where the game's age becomes most obvious. Even when it was released, some parts of the presentation looked old compared with other racing games. Today, the textures, environments, animations, and visual effects are clearly dated. Still, graphics are not everything in a racing game. Responsive controls and stable performance are more important when you are riding at very high speed. Moto Grand Prix 2007 also has a fairly direct structure. There are races, practice sessions, qualifying, championships, and different challenges. Compared with modern racing games, there is less focus on complicated progression systems or endless customization. The main idea is simple: learn the motorcycle, improve your lap times, and win races. That simplicity can work in the game's favor. Modern games often contain large career systems and many extra features. Moto Grand Prix 2007 is more focused on the racing itself. However, players who want a deep modern career mode may find the overall package limited. The computer-controlled riders are another mixed part of the game. They can provide a serious challenge, but their behavior is not always convincing. They sometimes follow their racing lines without reacting naturally to the player. This can cause frustrating situations, especially when several riders are fighting for the same corner. Looking at Moto Grand Prix 2007 today, its biggest value is not its graphics or technology. It is the combination of difficult riding, strong speed, and its connection to the 2007 Moto PS season. The game captures an era that feels very different from modern motorcycle racing. So, is Moto Grand Prix 2007 worth playing? For someone looking for modern graphics and a huge career mode, probably not, but for fans of older racing games, motorcycle fans, or people interested in the history of Moto PS games, it is much more interesting. Moto Grand Prix 2007 is not a perfect game. It can be frustrating, the presentation has aged, and some systems are clearly limited. At the same time, it has something many modern games struggle to create, a clear focus on learning the machine and becoming a better rider. Moto Grand Prix 2007, it does not always make racing easy, but when you improve, the game makes that improvement feel earned. For a motorcycle racing game, that remains one of its strongest qualities.